choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof.
It's week 11 of the NFL, and we'll see Tremaine Edmonds. He's coming off the bye week, ready to return to the field. It's the Jets and the Texans, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 30 on second down. Wilson under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be let out by their second-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Texans at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throw left side complete. That's Floyd. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
Get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's got some space here. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go again with Gibson. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Wilson. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, you know, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is Floyd, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Back to throw again. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Once more, Gibson. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going. It's exactly what you're looking for.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And now out comes Houston. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll take this down to the 33. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. And keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First and 10, it's Pierce. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Check. Loaded.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. That's taken on the 25. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Texans will take over. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I always loved about running backs is they'll tell you and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Baker. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well executed trying to find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This is caught. It's Floyd. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll look to throw again. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from that so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Open man is Uzama. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Wilson now to throw on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Wilson. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and just a field goal separating these two sides as they've gone to halftime. Cooper Kupp already up near 100 yards receiving.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball and the get away.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. 10. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 36. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks.
It's taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And here's a give to Gibson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the counter, Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. From the 16, Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. But Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore from 3 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And that's caught at the 2. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Able to find Floyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Let's go now.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2nd and 11. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, check that. I'm not right.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Another carry for Pierce. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Going for it with Pierce. And some room to maneuver. 91 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Pierce now up the middle. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
Come on.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. He's got daylight. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Brought down at the 20. 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Open man here is... Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. Well, they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Back to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. John Franklin Myers drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Bass is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And New York set to take the field. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
They'll run on first down. McLean, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. McLean, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 1 yard is the gain, and that'll be good for a Houston first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Houston, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, still ain't mention me.